To you Libras, you have the Magician, the Five of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So let me see. So for you Libras, right? A lot of you Libras are looking to actually make your life better by dealing with the confrontational interactions that you've been having. And what I mean by that is being more straightforward about what you want, what you need, right? Friends, family, love, romantic interests. And what I mean, but when I say directly, I mean directly. I mean the idea that getting rid of all the people in your life that frustrate you, that bring you stress. Every time they come around, they on some dysfunctional stuff. You Libras are getting rid of those people, friends, family, right? Because a lot of you Libras are starting to wake up and realize that y'all have weak crews. A lot of you have weak crews, whether it's a marriage, whether it's a significant other. They're the weakest link. Family members, friends, they're the weakest links. They're the weakest link. And you realize that you've been the one that's keeping these people afloat. But again, who have you been having around you? You've been having around losers that you have to keep them afloat all the time. It's not like they did it, you know, they fell beneath the water a little bit, the surface, and you picked them up. But generally speaking, they got it on their own, right? No, right? You have to pick them up. So now the thing about it is that for you, right, seven of Wands, these people are kind of caught off guard with this because you Libras are changing, and you're changing for the better. A lot of you are learning how to be more selfish, and that's something that you should be, but the correct way. There's a dysfunctional way to be selfish, and there's a correct way to be selfish. A dysfunctional way to be selfish is self-centered, is people treating you right, you're being disrespectful, you're treating people like trash, and you just never have time for anybody, even though you may have a lot of time, but you're always trying to let somebody know that, you know, your time is so valuable that nothing earthly can occupy their time, no matter how close somebody is supposed to be to you. So somebody is supposed to be your family, and they would say that, and you would say that you love them and they love you, but when it comes time for you to actually be there for them, you're not there. That's a terrible way of being selfish. A better way of being selfish is when you Libras are like, you know what, like this situation. You realize that a lot of people around you are kind of like standing around you and looking at you like an employer, and they're an employee. They're not really around you because they rock with you. They're around you because they're trying to get paid. But at the same time, they're not doing a job. They don't have a job to do. They're not keeping themselves preoccupied with making sure that you're safe or being your bodyguard, or they're not taking up any kind of job, but they want payment. So a lot of you Libras are realizing, based upon some meditation, based upon some real deep thought, it's time for you to actually let them go. And now that you are, they can't stand it. So now the thing about it is that the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant is about, this is something that people are not going to like, because you're going to get yourself into a lot of disagreements because of it. But this is something that you Libras have been thinking about for a long time. Not only are you going away in a sense of like you've kind of closed dysfunctional people off, in particular from being connected to you, in a sense of they immediately have a line to you, right? Now you Libras, like I said, are being more straightforward about what you want. So what I'm saying is there's definitely a more straightforward sense to it, in a sense that you Libras are becoming way better at direct communication. One of the things that most people on Earth lack is direct communication. Like, for instance, when it comes to texting, right? Trying to freeze somebody out and having the mentality of, well, I don't have to immediately text back. This is what I'm trying to say. Sometimes, you know, the majority of what people will say is, you don't have to always immediately text back. That's stupid. Show and prove that it's stupid. It's stupid because we are adults. We are adults. If you feel like you don't want to text somebody, if you feel like texting the person is burdensome or tiresome, why can't you tell that person, hey, listen, I'm gonna go ahead and continue on with the rest of my day, all right? I have something else to do. I'm gonna go ahead and contact you a little bit later. No, what we'll do is we'll act like, and I hope YouTube don't hit me for this, but we'll act like we're children that's scared to, we're hiding behind, and we're scared to tell people and have direct communication as to what we need and what we want. And guess what? Guess what that does? That makes matters worse, because number one, it says that we're cowards, and because we're scared of a little direct communication. Hiding behind what? Hiding behind, oh, you know, I don't have to, I don't have to, or whatnot. But be more direct about what you want so you can get what you want. So the thing is that now that you're being direct and cutting some people off, the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords is about how, and let me go ahead and go back and say this too. I am this direct with other people, and it works. And people gotta respect it. I have never, Libra, I have never had somebody be like, I'm upset with you. Why? Because you told me that you had something else to do. You were direct with me, and you told me respectfully that you had something that is good talking to them, and that you had something else to do, and that you were going to go on to get on with the rest of your day. I've never heard that in my life. You know why? Because every single person knows they have to respect it. Because number one, I'm not playing games. Number two, I'm not leaving anybody hanging. When you play like you don't want to contact, you leaving people hanging. Now it's, oh, well, you know, I'm going to go off and do something. I'm going to just like act like I put the phone down and walk off. I'm clowning. I'm telling y'all. I'm going to make a video talking about that too. I'm clowning y'all. Don't do that stupid stuff. That's stupid. So now that you Libras are becoming more brave when it comes to that type of stuff, because Libra is a zodiac sign that will defer from direct communication, guess what happens? The Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. You're realizing that being more direct with your communication is actually better. It's easier than what you thought. You're actually getting what it is that you want. Says the Three of Wands and the Ten of Swords. Now, because what happened is people thought that you was on some weak stuff. But now that you Libras have the guts, you've mustered up the guts to tell them direct communication, because Libra is a zodiac sign that doesn't like direct communication all the time. Now that you Libras like direct communication and you telling people, look, you can't take it anymore, you gotta cut them off. Because those people bring nothing but ratchet treat to you. What happens? Now they wanna delegate. They want to debate. They want to come to some sort of an agreement with you. And you Libras are like, no, because the Hierophant, you've been thinking about cutting some people off for the longest time, because when they come around you, all they're trying to do is stress you out. And the interactions between you and them is burdensome. Like I said before, I've never had anybody be upset with me. And no one in their right mind with self-respect can be upset. What is there to be upset about? I'm not freezing you out. I'm not playing games. I'm respectfully telling you, hey, listen, I'm going to go ahead and have some business. And I'm actually going about doing what I'm doing without having to burn, metaphorically, without having to burn bridges down, metaphorically. So again, you're finding out that doing that is simpler than what you thought. Six of Pentacles. And people are giving it respect. And that's the cold part about it, Libra. The fact that they gotta respect it. They got to. When you freeze somebody else out and you put down this is contributing to games. Yo, we need direct communication. What the world needs is more direct, honest, transparent communication. That's what the world needs. The world doesn't need trying to make philosophical or philosophize or make a philosophy effery. The world doesn't need to make dysfunction some sort of philosophy or a way of life. No, dysfunctionality breeds dysfunctionality. What the world needs is more direct communication. More, not less. More transparency. That's what it is. The Tower and the Three of Swords is about how, since that's the case, now guess what? Now those people are at bay the way that you wanted them to, meaning they are giving you some space, and you now have those people that giving you more respect. So if you Libras was having some problems with some people before, some friends, some family, some people that you were hanging out with, you telling those dysfunctional people, in particular those dysfunctional people that give you stress, that you need some space and you've been thinking about this for a long time, guess what happened? You're getting it. And they respect it. And they respect you a lot more for doing that. So let's clarify. I have never had somebody be like, I can't stand you because, or be like, I've never had that. You know what I'm saying? What we need is more direct communication, because this is what is ruining the dating pool. Let's clarify the Three of Swords. This is what is ruining it. Oh, I'm gonna put the phone down and walk and act like I walked away. No, if it's a burdensome conversation, or the conversation is drawing on, why can't you tell the person you're gonna go do something else? The person gotta respect it. So to clarify the Three of Swords, you have the Hangman, the King of Cups, the King of Pentacles, and then you have the Strength. So these two cards right here to clarify the Three of Swords, which is them being heartbroken, but they have to respect the fact that you're not around because you're giving people space. You Libras are learning to actually break away from the dysfunctionality. And the Hangman and the King of Cups, the Hangman and the King of Pentacles represents now those people that switches up on you, fair weather, play games with you, waste your time. It does a lot of things. Number one, it gives you time for you to have a clear state of mind, clarity, for you to decide for yourself who you want to have around you, who's better suited for you, because they actually have your back. The King of Pentacles, this is the King of Cups, my bad. But the King of Pentacles is here too. I'm going to explain that. The King of Cups, this also it represents you Libras are learning how to mature emotionally. And a lot of those people that was giving you a hard time that you cut off, they know now that you're becoming independent from them and they don't like it. The King of Pentacles and the Strength card now represents, so it applies pressure to them, because now it says that they have to be more direct with you, right? And actually bring value into your life. Otherwise, they're not going to be around. That makes a lot of people scared, Libra. Shout outs to y'all. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Peace.